special guest, Shams Charania. Here we go. So the Hawks will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Screen by Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. McCollum pulls it in. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And with their last win, they tied that epic Lakers streak of 33 straight victories set back in 71 and 72. You have to wonder how long they can possibly keep this up.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch. Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. The shot by Towns, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
McCollum, the pass to Smooth. Sinks it from distance. Smooth's got 7. Here's Brunson, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Outside Anunoby, pass to Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But, BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen. And that could be in the summer, too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against Miami got the job done. He had 57 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Shams, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. And when you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's through TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. Count it. Good.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside McBride, pass to Shaman. Down low. Here's Robinson. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel?
Woo.
What a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Clarkson. Over MP. And it's Clarkson missing. The Hawks lead by 6. Kennard finds MP. Oh, okay, then.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Clarkson outside. Tipped. And so it's Atlanta up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. He's checked in for the Hawks. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson's checked in. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. And trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day,
Gets you some!
Showing some power!
I'll tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
Towns taking his time here. Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you guys.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And it's Clarkson missing. Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Gay. Back to MP. Ooh, MP going to work inside.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Now here's Towns. He's got 6. Here's Brunson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, despite his size, Jalen Brunson loves to operate in the painted area.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Atlanta making some changes here. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. Ricci comes in for Risache. And it's Kennard in for C.J. McCollum. New York also changing it up. Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Bridges in for McBride. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what. Oh, wow!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Robinson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on MP.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive.
Oh! A big finish right there!
He destroyed the rim. Just amazing that he could come up with that move.
Tremendous creativity, Grant. That's next level right there.
That has got to be deflating for the defense. He's just showing them up right now, guys.
And that one drops for him.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's MP. Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation? Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on MP.
And And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Anunoby. No good on the 3. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Hawks ahead, up 11. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry. And moving things along. Thanks for tuning in. Now
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 11-point game. MP is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Kispert. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's McCollum at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Towns. Three-pointer Kispert. The Knicks pull it in. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It's the second game of 3 on the road. The Hawks lead by 8. Johnson passes to McCollum. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Yabusele outside. Back to Brunson for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. Shot's good by McCollum.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Knicks trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Towns. Whoa! Towns with the power.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Here's Smooth. Takes it inside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Pass to Towns. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smooth. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And MP throws it down.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Knicks trail by 14. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Here's Yabusele. New York again can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Out to McCollum from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Smooth's got 3 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And an Obi for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks lead by 17. Here's Smooth. And MP throws it down.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Towns can't get it to go. Now the Hawks with it. Another one falls. Amazing.
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the single-season 40-point game list. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Guys, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Kispert. And it's Kennard in for Daniels. Pass to Clarkson. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That'll be a second foul. Knicks trail by 17. So on the floor for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Robinson in at the 5.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Daniels. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Here's McBride. Here's Shamet. Towns outside. Launches it. Oh, Cat rains one in from deep.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Here's Smooth into the lane.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
Knicks trail by 16. Robinson, a screen on Daniels. Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns. Here's Shamet. Takes a 3. He buries it from 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And Atlanta making a change here. Krejci's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson is checked in for Shamet. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Risache. Kispert comes in for Krejci. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Kennard. New York also changing it up. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. Towns can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Smooth's got 47 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Towns outside. Now Bridges from deep. Oh, it's off. And here's MP. Brunson pulls it down. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Down by 15.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Here's Towns. it done under the hoop.
Now that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
The Hawks lead by 13. MP! Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Anunoby. Yabusele outside. Towns! Ooh, the three doesn't go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. MP! Yes, sir! It's the jumper.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hawks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
But when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Smooth.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Towns. And it's good for two.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
MP against Towns. MP, the pass to McCollum. The kick out to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Poke loose. It's stolen by MP.
Oh, wow. Incredible. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most